One of my favorite things about science is actually that it kind of changes and that over time you get more and more information. So when I was growing up, it's really common for me to hear people say like, we'll never know what color dinosaurs were. We never know what they actually looked like. We'll never know what they actually ate. There was all these things that if an animal's extinct and it's not around anymore, we're not supposed to be able to know. And what's been wonderful is through my time, even as just me going through elementary school and getting my education in college, university and stuff, a lot of that's not true anymore. So there's dinosaurs, it turns out there's these tiny little things, sometimes they get preserved, and they're actually the pigments that determine color in like feathers and fur and stuff like that. And we've got some places where there's preservation so fine that we can see those little tiny microscopic structures when you zoom down in with a microscope, and the shape of them actually tells you what color they produce. So there's a lot of cases like some of these dinosaurs, we know exactly what color they were and we know what the pattern looked like. There's a lot of cases now where we found, actual stomach contents in some of these dinosaurs. So it's one thing to say like, oh yeah, Iguanodon probably ate plants, but it's another thing to be able to say, yeah, well, they found one and it has like conifer leaves in its belly, so it's eating conifer leaves specifically. And there's a lot of cases like that. Kind of as science goes on and as more time goes, we can kind of build off of each other. And a lot of my research is just taking stuff that other people have done and saying, hey, we have some new methods. Can we test this with this new thing? And a lot of the times we just find out, hey, they were right back in the day. They did a good job. And either way, whether or not you find out something is different than you thought, or you confirm something that you thought you already had, I think is really cool because we're kind of always getting better. We're always getting a little bit more accurate picture of what life was like even before humans were here. So for the Paleo Project in this Hall of Dinosaurs, I'm the head scientific lead. I'm the person who's supposed to know the things about the dinosaurs, if you will. And I've kind of added on to what I've done. It originally just started, I'm like, hey, here's the things that we need to teach. Here's what we should be saying. And as time's gone on, I've kind of, I guess, assumed more of the responsibility as I've proven what I can do and what I know. A lot of the dinosaurs that we actually are going to be featuring in the exhibit are ones that I handpicked, where I said, hey, we can show people some really cool things about this dinosaur if we include this one.